Good morning. We are doing a little bit of breakfast here this morning at the Wiley house, and I thought I'd share one of my favorite things with you guys. It's a good, inexpensive meal, and it's basically just a hash. So all I've done so far is I cubed up some potatoes. I cut up some other vegetables that I just had in the fridge that were starting to get a little bit not as good. You'll notice I'm cooking in 2 pans. That was because I wanted to speed the process up and get everything going a little bit faster. This is also a good way to use up just about anything extra you have in the pantry. So in this case, I've got potatoes, onions, mushrooms, a little bit of smoked jalapeno that I did last time I had the smoker on, and you can throw anything else you want in here. You can throw sweet potatoes, you can throw carrots, you can throw cabbage. I mean, really, any sort of vegetable you've got. You could throw some meat in here, but today we're keeping it pretty simple and going meatless on this. We're also going to do some eggs. So we'll bring a couple of pans over here, show you a couple of techniques on the eggs. And by a couple, I mean what my kids have ordered today. So we're going to get this started. Got a little oil and everything. Crank it up to medium heat, make sure the pans are hot. Throw in a couple other potatoes and onions in this hash that I just had left over from that pork shoulder we did. Again, it's a good way to get rid of a bunch of leftovers. It's also pretty cheap. We're probably talking 15 to 20 cents a serving. You know, toss in a couple eggs and you're maybe 50 cents on breakfast. So we're going to turn that down a little bit and let it just sit there. Now, one of my pans is nice and hot because it was the one I was already using. Oh. Forgot my compost bowl. Got to get that out and ready. And I got to get the order sheet because I don't know what everyone ordered. So if you want to see this right here are their orders. Christopher wrote it down for me, so I've got to decipher it a little bit. I'll start with the easy one, or what I think is pretty easy, is over easy. So this is my wife's order for today. Looks like my pan's a little bit too hot. You can tell that because it's sputtering a little bit, but that's okay. Put a little bit of salt on that. A little bit of pepper, because I know she likes it as well as I do. And I always crack that little, or break that little white part right there, so that it spreads these out a little bit more. Just a little bit of a faster cook. And what you want to do, you want to get them to where that white is mostly set. And in a minute, we're gonna flip them over. This is a fun one. It's honestly easier with a smaller pan, but I'm saving that smaller pan for the scrambled eggs that the girls want. And once you get the eggs to where they'll start moving around in the pan, which we're not quite there yet, that's when you can flip it over. So a little bit more. You can also tell that this is a little bit overcooked or over hot pan because it's starting to brown those eggs. I think you can see that there. Most people don't want a crispy egg quite so much. All right. Well, we'll see how this goes. There we go. So we've got some good movement in the pan. They're going all over the place. And we're just going to flip that. And oops, I cracked one, but I think we'll be all right. Hey, Christopher. Give these a stir so we don't burn on the bottom. Those are pretty much cooked all the way through. We're going to take these out too, by the way. Almost as soon as you flip an egg, it's ready to go. Okay, put just a touch of oil in there. We're probably not even a quarter teaspoon. And the next one is Christopher and Michael want theirs sunny side up. I'm going to turn those other things off. So the good thing about sunny side up, I don't have to flip them. So chances are I won't break anything. And for an order of eggs, we're doing 2 each. It's also a quick breakfast, so this is a good one if you're on your way to class. For those of you that actually go to class. Do the same thing again. We're going to season it with some salt. We're going to skip the pepper because I know that Christopher would get upset if we did some. And breaking that white again. And I'm turning this down a little bit. Now what I think I might do in a minute is I'll show you guys an omelet technique, because omelets are nice and easy as well, and I'll just eat that for breakfast today instead of sunny side up. Okay, so we're going to borrow this lid. Just a little tactic on this, so we cook the whites of the sunny side up a little bit. A lot of times restaurants won't even serve those to you, or at least to your kids, because of the runny white that you get on them. So we're just going to steam that a tiny bit while it cooks on the bottom. Ooh, that hash smells good. So with those last potatoes we put in the hash, there was a little bit of the gravy and pan drippings from the pork. So that just flavored that up really good. All right, Christopher, I need you to start making toast.
Okay, I love making toast.
All right, everyone say hi to my sous chef.
Hi.
And those are done. Put that back there. I'm going to go ahead and cut these up a little bit.
Guys, can I just get rid of the bagel?
No. Kid's trying to eat my bagel thins.
We ate them for breakfast 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't
All right. So that's orders for 3 of the Wiley household.
I don't want hash.
Turn that back one off for a second while I do some scrambled eggs for the girls. And you'll notice 2 eggs pretty much is a serving in the Wiley household. So lately prices have been going up on these. We've been getting them for about $1 a dozen. So I'll let you guys do the math on that. Hey girls, you want to say hi?
Hello.
Oh, and we forgot Declan, so we're just going to scramble some extra eggs. All right, I'll let him say hi.
Say hi.
Declan, say hi.
Say hi.
What's in your hand? What's this?
Say ball. Ball.
Good job. All right. So if we take that $1 divided by 12, you're at about 8.6 cents per egg. So really, if we're at 30 cents on the hash, which might be a little bit more than I even said earlier, 8 cents on an egg, we're still less than 50 cents per serving on our breakfast. So when you're wondering how to get breakfast a little bit cheaper, this is a way to do it. I was talking with a student yesterday, you know who you are, about those breakfast bars that everyone eats, which it's one thing if you are getting them from Lucy's office back when the school's open. Eliana, please.
Daddy.
But it's another thing if you're having to buy them yourself. Those things, at least the good ones, cost about $1.50, maybe $1.75 each. You know, here we've got breakfast for less than 50 cents. And pretty nutritious. Most of it's vegetarian.
How am I gonna, do I just get one plate and...
Yeah, just load all the toast up on one plate.
This is too small.
Just go high on it, Christopher. Go tall.
Okay.
Alright, now those are pretty much done. The residual heat in the pan is going to finish cooking those eggs so that they don't get too burned. Now we're going to teach you an omelet. So this pan's pretty hot. You can see that in there. And the omelet we're going to do is an American style omelet. It's a little bit faster cooked than a French style. Both are good. If you want to see someone do both, you can look up Jacques Pepin. He probably one of the best chefs I've ever seen. Also just really entertaining to watch and listen to. So we're gonna get this going.
Daddy, do I have a rest of the loaf that I'm using and then no more?
Yeah, that would work. Now, you can and probably should peel this or scramble this before you get it in here, but we're being lazy today. So we just want a little scramble on it at first, then we're going to let it set.
I hope 2.5 is not enough.
And one of the things I do with my omelets, it's kind of a push and tilt method. So you push the omelet back and then you let the eggs kind of fill in the spot. It does work a lot better if you're not being lazy like I did today. Don't forget to season it. So a little bit of salt. And I really like my pepper. So I'm going to put that in there. Christopher, how's the toast coming? How much do we need?
I'm gonna finish off the loaf. I can start with a new one.
Okay.
Um,
So Christopher, if you watch my videos much, he's my little sous chef. He likes to jump in and do that. Alright, now in a minute this egg's going to kind of release from the bottom of the pan. We give it a little bit of help, but we also want it set up enough. I don't like runny eggs in my omelet. A lot of people, and particularly the more French style, likes a fluffier, almost, in my opinion, undercooked omelet. Yeah, that's good. So I'm going to flip this.
oh no.
We're going to do just what we did before. See, it's moving around in the pan.
Oh, Daddy, I was gonna do more, but I didn't do
And there we go. It's flipped, and then you turn off the heat. Because again, that pan's going to finish doing everything. Alright, that is breakfast in the Wiley house. Hope you guys like it. Thanks, hi Imelda, Esteban, and morning Phil. Hope you guys like it. Hope you guys try it. See y'all later.